and the law can stretch out and hold you by its hand and make you liable. So you should have that at the back of your mind, that business formalization is very important and passionate in any economy. Okay, Uganda Registration Services Bureau has so many arms, and from the Business Directorate. The Business Directorate is responsible for registering your businesses. It's responsible for registering documents such as the statutory declaration. In case you have a mistake on your name, in case you erred on your dates of birth, you can rectify that mistake. In case you want to change your name, for example, if I want to change my name from Kamsime Rachel to maybe that's one Mary, you can come and you can register with us mortgage or your mortgage under our tab, or to help you so that the business stays afloat without necessarily closing down. We also have a civil mandate to formalize and register marriages. You have seen so many marriages which have not been officiated in the church premises. They can be officiated before a registrar of marriages. In case both of you agree and you're above 18, you can come and you swear affidavits within 2 weeks that you are all single. If you're divorced, you swear that you never divorced, you provide papers, and we shall be able to wake you up that when you are free. We also have an intellectual property. Yes. Is that funny? I know you would be interested in that department. We also have our intellectual property arm. This is where we just ideas, your creations of the mind. I've had people talk about somebody stole my idea. It's different from someone stealing your name. An idea is different from a name. So we do register creations of the mind. That is intellectual property. You've seen people who are interested in music, who have a passion in music. They do come and register their songs. That is your copyright. That is your song. Some have even written books. They've offered books, but how do you protect that in the market so that somebody does not steal your story? Because you're authentic, that story is attached to you. So how do you protect it? And most times we've gone with our security details to downtown so that we bring those books. And we've burnt most of them. Even CDs, we've burnt most of them. So if you're not registered, you shall not be able to protect your rights. You've seen people who are, for example, you've seen Renzori, that trademark. Are you seeing that mark? Even the scent of your water, you've seen Nsua water. That scent of Nsua water is registered. The scent only, the shape of the bottle. That pot-bellied bottle is also patented, it's protected as a mark. So we do register those trademarks, the sign that is on that bottle, the word, the label is protected and registrable. The scent, the shape, all that is registered. The idea, what idea do you have? All those Zuckerbergs, you know, they are riding on intellectual property. So, if you're interested in all this, the Uganda Registration Services Bureau has a wider mandate to protect all these rights. So I'm here specifically to take you through business formalization. How do you formalize? How do you register your business? Anything you do for profit is a business, as you can see. Any activity that you intend to carry on for profit, and there is evidence to that. In case you're earning, even if it's 1,000 shillings, you keep in a certain box, even if it's not a bank, then it's already a business, provided it accrues a profit. It might not be, I'm hearing some murmuring. So, if it's a business that is offering the service, for example, a hospital, if it's a school, for example, I don't know what the university, which is just a tertiary institution, all these are making profit. So if you're doing entrepreneurship, you know that you're in the right place. a Ugandan now is thriving on business. Most of you are going to finish campus and you're going to go out looking out for these jobs. But you still come back and say, this is my hustle. Even as why businesses have what we call side hustles, but these are not hustles. These are the real deal. These are the real thing. Sorry. These are the real thing. So please, if your lecturers are emphasizing entrepreneurship, had we discovered such, we would have been better hustling. So for you, I feel that you're on a higher leverage than some other people who do not know these things. So if your business is making a profit, even if you have an idea that in future I will incorporate or register this business and it makes a profit. Next slide, please. We can see that you can register a business if you're dealing in agriculture. Those are big, sophisticated businesses. They are bankable ideas, bigger ideas. But even if you have a small confectionery shop, or women, you like jewelry, we like clothes, a boutique. These, of course, these are bigger big businesses. We have financial insurance, real estate, education, art, entertainment. So there is a wide coverage of a business. But think about a small startup of a small business, like a confectionery. You're making your cakes and you're selling them to fellow students. Those are small business ideas that you can start. That is why we have small startups. And I'm glad that the university is able to incubate these ideas to fruition. So we have, when you're registering, we have subcategories. For example, if you're dealing in construction, you have to detail that it is maybe road construction, buildings, it has to be in detail. Next slide, please. But for small startups, that's where I want to concentrate. If it's a business name, of course, a business name is just a name that identifies you in the business market. It's just a name. It's a trade name that you can distinguish from this one's name to another. So, for example, next slide, please. We have seen an example of Mukasa Andrew trading as Mukasa Enterprise. You can come with your name. Can I get your name, please? Marion. Business Solutions. You can register your name. Start with the basics. For example, if it can build your brand, then it is registrable. We have a criteria that Companies Act gives us. The discretion is to the registrar. For example, if I'm the one who has landed on that name, the name must not be similar to what we have in our database. The name shouldn't be a sentence. There are some people who say, this is Marion's Enterprises Limited, it's a sentence. That doesn't sell you out to the business market. It must be a short name that is brandable, that can be able to sell your brand even if you're not there. It can speak for you. The name should be morally upright. We have seen names where somebody is inclining themselves to a political party because you want your name to sell, you want your business to sell, so you incline yourself to NRM, you incline yourself to NUP. Those names are not registrable. So it should be aligned to what is required by the Companies Act. After you pass the test of the desirability test, you go ahead and pay 24,000 shillings. You can imagine as low as 24,000 shillings, you can own a trade name. That is a small startup. So, in case it is the two of you, Mariam, and her friend, her colleague, other colleagues. You can be with her colleague or other colleagues. That is called a partnership. You come into agreement and you register a business name that is a partnership. Here you have to attach what we call a partnership deed. It details the terms and conditions under which you're going to operate. You know human beings are not trustworthy. So you have to learn the rules and conditions, the ground rules. How are we going to share this profit? If we make the profit, the dividend. How, in case there are issues, conflicts have arisen, how do we resolve these conflicts among us? Where is our business going to be situated? So those are who are the members. Maybe can we put up a subcommittee to manage our business? So that partnership must have a partnership deed. But for a trade name, it's only a business name. It must not have a partnership deed. It's just a trade name. So if it's a partnership, it also pays 24,000, but on top of that, you add the partnership deed, which attracts fees of 50,000. Maybe I implore you to register. Since you're students, you can start with a startup, a business name. You can later, I'll tell you that you can upgrade from a business name to a company by filing a notice of cessation. In case your business has grown, it has thrived, it has made profit, you can later on seize this business name and upgrade to a company. What is the difference between a business name and a company? A company is different in a way that in company law, a lawyer by training and professional. So in our first year at campus, they tell us the company is an individual. It's a person who can sue or be sued according to a certain case. According to the case called Saudi, it's an individual. The company is an individual. It's separate from its owner. I don't know whether all these ideas are taught in class, but it is separate. It can own its bank account, it can own its property, it can own premises, it can own buildings, it can even sue someone or be sued. Unless there is fraud, that is when they lift the corporate veil and they come for the directors who have committed the fraud, the fraudulent activity. But it can be sued in its own name. It can be liable for any criminal activities or civil activities. So the difference is, this one is, in case you die, if it's a business name, you die with it. Whereas the company lives on. I'm glad to see all those business gurus in the house, like the runners who are long gone. And this thing Jessamel, is it in our supermarket? Yes, ma'am. Because it was the company. He did what they call corporate governance. He appointed the shareholders. He structured his company in a way that he has directors, he has shareholders. The company acts through its shareholders, its directors. So it lives in perpetuity. It lives beyond you. Even when you're demise, the company lives on. Whereas for a business name, you die with it. Whereas when you come and you say the owner of this business name died, you tell you, so what do you want us to do? Read the letter of administration. If you want, so there are those formalities you go through. So it dies with you. But for the company, it's only a transmission of shares. Anyway, back to my presentation. Please, another slide. As you can see, a partnership can have members between 2 and 20 people, whereas the business name is one individual. We also have what we call professional partnerships. These are like law firms, architectures, surveyors. All these bodies can register partnerships. So what usually you want to register a company? I say what you need when you're registering a business name is only a statement of particulars. And right now all our services at URSB are digital. All online or digital. We have a system called the OBRS, Online Business Registration System. In the comfort of your classroom, in case you have Wi-Fi or data, you can't register your business. You log on to obrs.ursb.go.uk. obrs.ursb.go.uk. You open an account. I guess most of you have email. Your name is class. I'm not talking to you. You know, we make all these talks to different organizations, different stakeholders. But I know you are in class. So most of you own Gmails, they own accounts. So you'll be able to verify your account. And after, you will click on that link and register your business. So how do you register? How do you formalize if it's a company? How do you incorporate? Of course, the processes are more detailed. You go through the process of reserving the name. If it passes the desirability test, you go ahead and reserve the name. The name has an expiry period of 30 days. Even the business name has an expiry period of 30 days. After 30 days, it's back to our database and anyone can co-opt that name. Anyone can. Somebody said somebody stole my idea. Somebody can steal that name if you're not ready to incorporate. We've had scenarios of people coming with schools, they own big schools in town, but they've never formalized. When they tell you, I want to formalize, I don't know what a mama is about. Are there questions? If you have questions, please, you can write them somewhere at the end of the session. You'll be able to ask. But right now, let's concentrate because these presentations are normally rare. Actually, I would like to applaud management for this for giving us an opportunity to come. So please, be active and listen. I was saying that most people have, especially schools, kindergarten, same people with primary schools who are in a business clinic recently in Uganda. One of the biggest kindergarten schools, the gentleman wanted to register his school. And when he said this didn't exist, he was like, no, but I've been operational for the last 5 years. What do you mean? I told him formalization is key. Fasting time is fasting right. When you register fast, that means you have the right to operate. So if somebody notices that that school is doing well, it's thriving in that particular district, they will come and register it before you. So trust me, we shall not erase the other name which is registered fast. Instead, you have to look for another name. So imagine for visiting parents that now I'm changing my school name. I'm changing my school badge. So first things first, you have to do the basics. Please, you have to first reserve the name and after register. Do not sit back and say, I reserved. So nobody will be able to steal my name. Do not sit back, complete the process of reservation and registration. So if it's a company, you need certain forms, Form A1, Form S18, and the memorandum and articles. But I don't know whether you've gone through the details of formalization of a company, but I don't want to confuse you. It's all dependent on share capital that is you pay. For example, if it's a share capital of 1 million shillings, it will be dependent on what you will pay. But stamp duty is normally 0.5. We have seen people come to our offices complaining, I get a broker 5 million shillings to incorporate for me a company, and yet they were supposed to pay only 150,000 shillings. So please, you can be our brand ambassadors, you can tell people that stamp duty is only 0.5. If somebody has a company with a share capital of 10 million shillings, they'll be able to pay about 4 million, subject to 0.5 and 1%. Somebody who is supposed to slide for me, please. So these are payments for the businessmen. And we have what we call a foreign company. Just to take you through the processes that foreign companies to register. A foreign company, this is one which is incorporated abroad. For example, in China, wants to come here and construct a road. We also do register those ones. They bring their certificates from abroad, from China, their memorandum and articles, their certificate of incorporation, and we register it here. It's not that we are incorporating it, but we are registering it. So in case somebody is interested and they have a company in South Africa, but they want to do business here in France, we do it here. We have what we call a single member company. This is a company that is incorporated by one individual who owns all the shares in the company. For example, we've seen people with trust issues. They tell me, I only want to be alone in the company. I don't want other shareholders. I don't trust my wife. I don't trust my brothers and sisters. I don't have friends in the world. It's me and me. You own all the shares, 100 shares or 1,000 shares alone. But what we require of you is to avail us with Form 1. Form 1, here you're appointing an alternate director who will act on your behalf when you travel to Nairobi and you're not around or you're sick, and a nominee director who will act when you die. These are the two individuals we want when you want to register a single member company. We also have what we call companies limited by guarantee, but since you're an entrepreneurship side, you're more interested in companies limited by shares. A guarantee is more of a charitable company. You're basically giving back to the society. We've seen so many companies who are associated with LGBTs hiding themselves under charitable companies because they are there to give aid, to help Africans, and yet they are promoting other activities. So we are very, very careful when we are registering such companies. We have to do due diligence to see what your objectives are. Of course, even companies limited by guarantee-owned property, they make profit, but they are purely supposed to be charitable. They are not supposed to make profit. If they make profit, they are supposed to plow back the profit in the development or promotion of the objectives of the company. So those are the different types of companies we have, and we have also what we call public companies. These are the ones which attract members of the public to come and buy shares. You have seen MTN. How many people bought shares from MTN when it listed? They list their shares on the stock market, where a share is 100 shillings. And you see people running. I have a colleague who bought shares worth 1 million shillings, but up to now, they've not received any profit, any dividend. But in the future, you never know they will. So this these companies start as private companies, but they upgrade when they make a profit. Because MTN started with 5 million shillings, and now it has a share capital of 5 billion. Can you imagine? 5 billion. So it is now in just accruing profits. Enjoying profit, so it wants the public to come and enjoy part of those profits, so it advertises. So first of all, they have to basically transit from a private company to a public company. They also have to go to the Uganda Securities Exchange Market, and they get a document called a prospectus. So this one lists them on the exchange market, such that members of the public can come and buy shares from it. So those are the different types of companies. So why register? Why am I emphasizing registration? You can say, okay, if we are going to register and our business is formalized, what next? You want to register first of all because you cannot operate your power division. You cannot put your, what are they called, lock-up shops outside there if it does not have a trading license. That is why we have a program called PREP. We are collaborating with URSB and SCCA to make sure that every business is registered. You will not operate without a trading license, you will not operate without a TIN number. And before you get those two, you have to first come at URSB to register your business. They will send you to URSB. URSB is the birth gate. It is the way, it is the gateway through which your business is backed, and later you go and get a TIN number and a trading license. So do not expect to operate within Kampala, even outside, in the outskirts of Kampala, if you do not business is not registered. Secondly, we have seen people exporting their produce, their different goodies outside Uganda. Now that there is war in Sudan, of course, now the activities are constrained, but we've seen people exporting eggs. I know somebody who has been exporting pineapples to Southern Sudan. I know somebody who is exporting mutton to Dubai, to Qatar. So if you want to meet the credentials of the export body, your business has to be registered. We have what we call bidding projects. You've seen governments, maybe in the adverts of Monday and Friday, they've advertised and they are calling on people to bring in their bids so that they can supply certain equipment, certain furniture, certain books, you cannot meet the bidding process requirements. The first requirement is registration of incorporation. So that is why you should register. And if you register, you can separate your account from the business account so that you don't need